Welcome to Character Select. My name is Dave, and with me today is...
Hello, I'm Matt.
And we are playing Ace Combat 5, The Unsung War, which is not the name that you know it by.
No, I know it by Ace Combat 5 Squadron Leader, which was the version that was released in the UK. Because I was literally about to say, hang on, there's an error with yours, that's the wrong title.
But, for all intents and purposes, other than the name of the game, it is the exact same game.
Yes.
And
this is...
Should I do a tutorial?
I don't think it's necessary, is it? But
no, it really isn't.
I say this without any bias whatsoever. This is my favourite Ace Combat.
Yeah. Which is saying something, because Ace Combat 7 is fucking amazing.
Ace Combat 7 is amazing, but this one is my favourite.
Actually, hold on a second. I'm just gonna go other settings, smoothing on. There we go. Make this look a little bit better.
Yeah.
Alright, so new game. So we could play on Novice, but why would we do that? Normal. We're going to play with English voices. We're going to play on... no, we're going to play on normal.
Normal, yeah.
Alright. This game has probably the best story.
15 years ago, there was a war. Well, war's broken out here plenty of times before. They've tried to invade the Southlands through the Northern Valley time and time again. Luck was never on their side, though, and their victories didn't last long.
Velka.
Yes.
They didn't realize that times had changed. Facing one defeat after another, losing territory and watching their nation dwindle.
There's
They built
Ustio.
up their industrial strength.
Oh god, I'm hearing the music and I've got chills already.
Battle against the world.
Yeah.
That was 15 years ago.
Imagine World War II in 1995, and that's basically what happened.
Ferociously.
6th of June 1996. Everything happened at Sudentor,
The Americans then committed the unthinkable.
Oh, 1995, sorry, not
They
1996.
used nuclear weapons on their own soil. Seeing this tragedy unfold before their own
Looked a little
eyes,
bit like a 6 on the
victorious
street.
countries vowed to throw down their weapons.
Yeah, so... In case you're wondering why there's no nuclear weapons in the Ace Combat universe,
Thanks to them,
it's because of that
would
day,
last forever.
specifically.
When a country
On a
nukes
distant
itself
island,
as a
far
blooming
away from civilization,
last
the protectors
stand,
of the peace take to the skies.
as a assault of the earth. See, now that says Unsung War, but on the English version that says Squadron Leader.
Yep, they
So
changed it.
It's just...
I don't know why.
I don't know why, I just find it interesting. Oh,
I was in the sky.
Cape
trying to
Landers,
keep the training team
2010,
in my viewfinder.
September
This is
23rd.
10 years before the Lighthouse War.
My pilot in the front seat
Yeah.
was howling at the earth below.
Oh, the music.
It's so good.
Let's just listen for a minute.
Give me a break. I'm babysitting nuggets up here. Command room to Wardog Squadron. We have leakers, aircraft type unknown. Crossing the border at Cape Landers, bearing 278 to 302. Captain Bartlett, your flight is the only group close enough to make the intercept.
Jeez, that's a lot of bogeys.
Yeah.
Go trail and stay close. The three of us will go hide in teams of bandits.
Now,
All other aircraft stay low and out of the fight.
the lore is that this was a training flight, but they were an armed training flight.
Yes.
It just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when these
Planes showed up,
Yeah, when these planes showed up. Which is why it's such a mess.
Yep.
And they're only flying Tigers, aren't they?
The world
F5Es,
turned
yep.
upside down,
Yeah.
and my stomach turned inside out.
That's Jeanette. I love Jeanette.
Yeah. This whole story is told through the eyes of Jeanette, who is a reporter / war correspondent.
The captain's apology to me seemed misplaced.
So this
One
is
instructor had survived,
30,
but crashed on
38
landing.
minutes later,
The other
40
one was
minutes
killed in
later.
action high up in the clouds. It wasn't his fault that the unidentified aircraft fired on us.
Now
without
remember,
warning.
Matt, no spoilers.
Nor was it his fault
I'll try
that the
to, but the
low-altitude
hype is
area
strong
we
here.
sent it towards was directly in front of the enemy. 8 people died because the command room had misplaced some zeros.
Yep.
See, this is how you can tell it's a
Piloting the
training
number
facility,
7 was
not a
amazing.
war facility.
Did you see her fight back?
I couldn't bear to watch. Nagase, you keep flying like that and you'll die real soon.
I won't die, sir.
The only surviving trainee's voice was almost a whisper.
Are you sure? You look like you couldn't hurt a fly.
Her face was pale, but she still managed to smile a bit for the camera. The photo, along with my camera, was confiscated by base security.
Turn down
It
your
was as if
speakers,
our
by the
little
way.
undeclared war never
Oh,
happened.
sorry.
I came
Trouble
to
with the
cover this
freestanding
remote island
microphone.
because I heard that a very unique squadron leader was stationed here. I didn't realize he was this unique, though. This bad-mouthed, good-natured old firebrand could take the greenest of rookies and forge him into a fearsome fighter pilot. Of course, that possibility vanished with the day's encounter. The only crew he had left now were Second Lieutenant Nagase and the few pilots that happened to be on the ground that day.
I know you don't like this, but we're short on people. Starting tomorrow, all you nuggets are gonna be sitting alert. If we launch, stay glued to me up there. Nagase,
Sir.
you're flying number 2 on my wing. Gotta keep an eye on you, or who knows what you'll get yourself into.
So it's worth pointing out that nugget is an actual slang term in the Air Force for a second lieutenant that has not flown before. Or has no experience, essentially.
At ease, people. But don't get too comfortable. It's a grave situation for all of us right now. Let's get this briefing started.
Another aircraft of unknown origin has entered Ocean Federation airspace. We have confirmed the target type as a strategic recon plane flying at very high altitude. Despite our repeated warnings, it continued to penetrate our ADIS and was fired upon.
ADIS
by
is Air
Ocean
Defense
Coastal
Engagement
Defense Force
Zone.
SAMs. We believe one of our SAMs damaged the unknown plane, but did not destroy it. Radar shows that the aircraft is currently losing altitude and is attempting to egress feet wet towards the ocean. Intercept this target
Feet
and
wet
force it
means
to land
getting
for
from
identification.
over ground to over sea.
Do not fire upon this aircraft until further orders are transmitted.
It's an SR-71 Blackbird, which is not actually very good
No.
at this point in time based on the planes.
At this point in time, based on the planes, and I love how they justify the fact that you can catch up with it because it got clipped by Lucky Sam.
Yeah,
and is losing altitude.
The only way you're catching up with an SR-71 is if it's landing, and that's it. Because if it's taking off, it's still hitting burner, and it's hitting 10,000 feet before you hit 5.
Yeah. What was the famous saying? Though I fly through the valley of death, I shall fear no evil.
Try him at 80,000 feet and climbing.
You
have to wear a spacesuit in a fucking SR-71.
Heartbreak 1.
This is AWACS. Callsign Thunderhead. Roger. Bring the target to the ground. Do not fire at the target. Repeat.
The soundtrack in this game is so good, too.
I know!
Alright, so...
Got that, Nuggets?
Wardog 2, roger.
Wardog 3, roger.
Oh, and here's something new.
Wardog 4, hello? Can you hear me, kid? You better be marking our tail, son.
Yeah, I'm here.
Confident at least.
For a moment, I thought you were going to say no, just to be a bastard.
Instead of me. Second Lieutenant Alvin H. Davenport. Zip it. You need a nickname too? I respectfully ask to be called Chopper, sir. I'm afraid I may not be able to respond to any other moniker.
Which is actually not correct. Pilots don't get to choose their nicknames.
That does fit you well.
No.
I've got a better name for you, but I'll keep it to myself. Okay?
Just begin with Hole, probably.
For anybody that's curious, we're using miles per hour and feet for altitude and speed. Whoa!
Nearly a mid-air collision.
Understand?
Understood.
Good boy.
So our call sign is Blaze, by the way.
Yep.
Alright, where's Motormouth Chopper? That's your name?
Motormouth, that was it.
You got a knack for comic dialogue. You mind sending a surrender request for me?
Oh no, please, age before beauty. I'm real shy around strangers, you know.
I love Bartlett.
He's such a...
He has the feeling of that grizzled war veteran who's been doing it so long that absolutely nothing phases him.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you have 4 armed planes flying around you? You do what you're told.
Oh god, yeah.
Warning, we have 4 high-speed bogies inbound. Approaching unknown aircraft bearing 280, altitude 6,000.
But yeah, it's interesting that,
Crossing the pond to fly cover for their spy plane, huh? Now there's a fighter pilot worth his wings.
it's interesting to note that that Ace Combat 4 starts on, like, the halfway point of a war.
Yep.
And then Ace Combat 5 is like, we're gonna do this slow.
Yep, it's literally, here's day minus 1 or 2. And then, you know, what's going on? Do we actually know what's going on yet? Oh, there's a spy plane flying over us. Intercept it. Oh, hang on, here come armed fighters.
Oh, Jesus.
Wardog Squadron, weapons safe. Hold your fire until further orders.
Oh, come on! Those aren't blanks they're firing out there!
I've just had a flash of lightning outside my window.
Open the war.
Thunderhead, you are violating direct orders.
Shove it! I'm not gonna watch any more of my pilots die!
Edge, engaging!
Scratch 1.
All down, kid.
Copy.
You mind if I grab this kill? I will, you know. Go ahead.
Wardog Squadron, weapons safe. Hold your fire until further orders.
Turning to engage bandits.
Nice.
See,
So yeah,
what
these
you
are
hear
MiG-21s.
Yeah. So what you hear from the
aircraft.
AWACS isn't always as good as, you know, the person who's on the ground knows a fair bit more than what's actually AWACS can see.
Don't let him get away.
Yeah.
Aim straight.
Hold your fire.
My only
This is...
regret is not being able to fly with a captain with a sunnier
This is a
disposition.
massive dereliction of duty.
Yeah. The thing is, the other option is let them shoot you down, so...
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they fired first, so technically we're self-defensing.
Yeah, and even NATO doctrine is only return fire if fired upon.
Do not fire
They've-
at the target. Repeat, do not fire at the target.
And in case anybody's wondering, no, if you don't fire at the targets, you die.
Oh, what a shame. Too tired to party.
So no, there's no option to not do it.
Whoa, those guys are really mad now.
Boom.
Don't get too cocky or you're a dead man. Stick with me, I'll take care of you.
Oh,
I just love-
down it goes.
Can I just say, one of the things about the music...
Don't get too
I
creative out there.
I can't remember the name of the music designer for this game, but just things like the low little brass band and little bit of drum in the background to the background of this fight, just...
Yeah. So, I know the names of most of the songs in this game. This song... The song at the start of this level is called Shorebirds, because that's the name of the mission. This mission... Or this song is called Open the War, because shots have now been fired.
Yeah.
Heartbreak 1 to all planes. Is everything functioning normally?
Yep.
Good. Let's go. Enemy kill confirmed. I gotta say, that was impressive.
Thank you. Now, also remember that as a pilot, technically,
Enemy territory.
this is my first combat mission.
Yeah.
Unlike Mobius 1, who actually has a record.
Good.
Yeah.
Nicely done, Chopper. We're still in this.
These are all
You might
nugget
get another
pilots, no
service
combat experience. Which, to be fair,
Unknown bogey aircraft
is
destroyed.
at least 70-odd%
This is your
of
captain. Can you hear
the
my
Ocean
voice?
Air Force at this time. Because
Yes.
they've had constant peace for 15 years.
Yep.
You all
So
alive?
a vast majority of the Ocean Air Force, apart from training trainers and higher ups, do not have any combat experience.
From now on, I'm gonna call you Kid, no matter what. Got it? Good. Man, I swear.
But yeah. Heartbreak 1 is now going to call us Kid. I honestly don't know why they let us go up with fucking bombs on the wings, though. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
For an air defense mission.
No, I think that was a bit of a weird design choice for the game. Oh, you got an S
All
rank.
Sand Island base personnel. All information regarding today's hostile encounter is to be classified. Captain Jack Bartlett is ordered to report to base headquarters immediately.
September 24th, 2010.
Order
Ocean Ed 4.
E0111-207 Ocean Air Defense Force Central Command.
That's not a very easy moniker to say.
So, you'll notice that there's a couple of other different things about this mission, or about this layout. You'll see kill rate on the right. The kill rate goes up as you kill things with a specific plane. And when it gets to the top, I believe you unlock either a new plane or a new camo.
Skin. I think it's usually skins, but when you do all of them, is when you unlock one of the elite style prototype aircraft,
which is not the Wyvern. Which, sadly, we're not going to get the Wyvern.
The whole affair with the unidentified aircraft was covered up.
Of course it was.
There was even a rumor going around that it was actually a UFO. Officially, the world was still at peace. Having witnessed the battle myself, I wasn't allowed to leave the island.
Why do they even bother reprimanding me anymore? I know I'm going to be stuck at Captain forever.
Who do you think's covering up the battle?
Listen, the only thing across that ocean is Murska Air Base. That's Yuktobanian territory.
But haven't we been allies with the Ukes since the war 15 years ago?
Yeah. That's why we got people working their asses off trying to confirm what the hell's going on over there. I bet they've got hotlines ringing off the hook somewhere upstairs. The government doesn't want to get the public riled up with all this, you know? But it doesn't matter. Soldiers like us are too stupid to think for ourselves, so we just gotta keep our mouths shut when they tell us to. I feel kind of bad for you, actually.
It's all right. I get to be with you guys.
Captain's probably hating this more than anybody.
Hmm?
He used to have a lady friend over in Yuktobania.
That's just an old war wound now.
Is that why your call sign is Heartbreak 1?
Break 1. Pops, the engineer, is also a fantastic character as well in this.
Yeah, there are 3 or 2 prototype planes in this.
I think there's 2. Yeah.
There's the Wyvern, and then there's the other one, which is even cooler.
A ship of unknown origin has been detected approaching the Sand
Island. Ship of unknown origin.
That's not good.
Confirmed that this ship has launched
not
numerous
that far
unmanned
from Cape
aerial
Landers, where
vehicles
the last mission
probably
was.
used for reconnaissance. The UAV will likely return to the launch ship for retrieval after completing their spy operations. You are to halt this operation by intercepting and destroying these recon drones before they can be recovered by the ship. However, do not attack the ship until further orders are transmitted.
This is 3 days later, because it was the 24th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is 3 days later, September 27th.
10:30 hours, Sand Island.
UAVs, those aren't going to end badly for everybody. Alright, we cannot yet purchase planes, which sucks, but we are building up money to do it.
Yes. Amidst the eternal waves of time, from a ripple of change shall the storm rise out of the abyss. Hear the eyes of a demon, behold the raspberries. Ah, you...
Wardog, this is Thunderhead.
So close.
So close.
Returning to spy vessel.
I didn't have to stop to breathe.
Before they get back to the ship.
Damn you, breathing.
Sure
Like,
thing.
can you just have a look at Sand Island a minute? Just go third person. Oh. I love that Sand Island is supposed to be loosely based off of...
Orders are to not fire on the ship, understood?
Midway?
Midway, yeah.
Good. Aim only for the recon planes.
So for anybody that's curious, yes, this is kind of Osea is the US and Yuktobania is the Russians.
Show me what you got, kid.
Yeah, you told me. You said it. Oop, I forgot. Wrong view. Gotta get that cockpit.
One nice little thing in this one as well is you can see the 2 machine gun barrels. When you use the machine gun there, you can see the muzzle flash. Which I'm not sure you could in one of the previous ones. Could you?
Yes, you could.
Oh, you could. Oh.
It depends on the plane, though.
How you doing, kid? Pretty easy, huh?
The 5E was not in Combat 4.
This.
So.
No.
Guess this is a good time to have a little competition of kill scores.
As if you weren't doing that already from the previous fight,
Hey,
where it was
kid,
4
leave
on
some
about
enemies for
16.
me, okay?
Nah.
Watch out here. You guys go play with those toys.
Alright, check this out.
I'm glad there aren't any live people in these things, aren't you?
Yep.
So we can just shoot them down and not worry about it.
Alright.
This feels
Hit
like target
burners, and boom! Just hit the sound barrier.
practice. The targets are small, so aim carefully. First the spy plane, then drones, huh?
It helps that these
is,
UAVs are dumb.
Just because they're unmanned
yeah,
drones.
they're only reconnaissance UAVs. They're not like the UCAVs, which we encounter in 7, which to say are a nightmare is a bit of an understatement. Same attack axis, 280, Erskine Air Base.
Almost due west.
Planes they got lined up at the border. We've only got 4 on our side. We better abort. This way. Think you can stick to my tail? Good boy.
Alright, here we go. Check.
I can't make it. They're running me down.
Hit the burner! Use the throttle!
Oh, you're taking the trail position today, rock and roller? Hold on. I'll clear your 6 o'clock for you. Damn it. Why'd I have to draw the short straw today?
Time for Railman.
Everyone else, quit gawking and start shooting.
Can do.
Don't worry. Just remember your training.
They're still
I think-
MiGs. Who cares?
Enemy fire confirmed.
Now, anybody who can see the little tabs in the bottom left of the targeting of the radar locks, that's which, how many of your wingmen or friendly aircraft are going after that target.
How many have spiked them?
Yeah, how many have got them as their selected target?
Any planes that they shoot down do count towards your score.
Yep. This is one of the Ace Combat games where the people up with you are not actually totally useless.
It's pretty sweet.
In fact, it is a
Wait,
key
I
thing
need this
because
fight. What the hell?
That other group we ran into?
yeah, it is actually one of the key things because when you well, you'll see later. But
Yeah.
This time.
MiG-29As.
Oh, that's a 29? Oh shit. That thing's
I just
actually
noticed
kind of
that.
capable.
Yeah, that's actually a combat aircraft.
Are those the same fighters from before?
Nope. How can they be the same
MiG-29s are
fighter?
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
In terms of like a plane, they're about on par with, I would say, like an F-14, except that they're not carrier-based.
No, they're not carrier-based. They're but then again, the Russians only had the one carrier.
Yeah, Kiev.
Yeah, which was hilarious when it passed by England last year, because it decided to go past England, had to be escorted. British ships sort of skirted around it. Oh,
Still in effect. Keep your heads on a swivel. Watch out, Nagasaki. They're down below us, too.
wingtip.
Hey, save the waterworks. I'm just gonna bail out here. We can replace these things. It's getting the crew back alive that counts. Make a call to scramble the search and rescue copter and my reserve plane, okay? Warning! Warning! Wardog Squadron, return to base immediately.
But the rescue helicopter isn't here yet.
Leave that to the rescue team. Refuel and rearm at the base, and get back in the air immediately. The enemy has declared war on us.
Well, that's bad.
And that enemy, he was landing in the water
The
very, very
reconnaissance
close to that
UAV
enemy ship.
And the unidentified fighter aircraft that bounced
sure we'll
us
pick 'em
during the
up.
mission have been shot down. The country of origin of the ship is still unknown, but it has ceased operations in our maritime defense zone and has departed the area. Once we sanitize our coastal waters, we will conduct a search and rescue mission to find Captain Bartlett, who was shot down. Furthermore, the Union of Yuktobanian Republics has officially declared war on the Osean Federation.
Oh boy.
Great. All
8
right.
UAVs, 4 MiG-21s, and 4 MiG-29s.
Yeah, you'll also notice that we don't get nearly as many credits this time, but that's okay because the costs are kind of lower.
Yeah.
So, all right. Next time on Character Select, I guess we're going to war.
Yep, and I know what the next mission is.
So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Matt,
Dave!
I really hope we get something better than this F5E soon. 'Cause
Oh
damn,
god,
I hate it.
please. Yeah, I know.